Hi everyone, it's Hitesh. Welcome back to my Bishop Exchange video. In the second video, we're going to take a look at Masuda Joseki. So we're going to take a look at the old one, where gote uses his bishop, dropping it on 6-3, defending. Or we're going to later also look at 7-4. But these bishop drops are today's theme. And what we're going to take a look at as the first game is the old one. Coming back from it's 1948, Masuda versus Tsukada. Okay, so let's take a look at this game where he played pawn push 4th, 7th, and 3rd, and then he plays bishop drop on 6-3. Okay, now what black should do is he played pawn to 2-4, takes 3-4, silver takes, and the rook goes in. If you take this pawn first and then go for the second file, you give white an opportunity to drop a pawn now. So it's not a very good idea. So you should play the second file first and then third file. Going ahead, gold comes forward and the rook goes behind to 2-9 and pawn. Now what black should do is pawn push on 6-5. If he takes with the knight, there's a bishop drop on 7-3 later, so he can't do that. If he takes with the silver, bishop drop, attacking the lance, attacking the pawn, so indirectly attacking this knight as well. Therefore, instead of taking the pawn, white will play he pushes this pawn to 4-6. Yeah, and black actually sacks this pawn already and takes with the bishop, and black drops the bishop here. It's an interesting idea. He forces the gold to move away to 6-2 and then dangles a pawn. Well, this dangling pawn is powerful. Once these two silvers are away, you can promote make a promote pawn, right? So even if he drops a pawn, knight jumps, takes, he attacks that silver. But then white goes for this line. It's a good idea, kind of good idea. Takes the silver, knight drop, he has to take with the gold, drop the silver again, but then finally he promotes the pawn. And this is kind of successful attack by black. Sente. So, well, there are another variation, another option. He could also take with the gold here. But then you have a pawn drop here, because if he takes it, well, look at this bishop drop attacking the knight, and actually he's trying to take out this pawn. So actually he can't do that. He has to go back. And it's kind of a similar thing. You can then drop a pawn, so 4-4, for example. Yeah, well, you should always take care of this bishop diagonal. He can even sack this bishop right now, taking it. Not at this moment, but anyway, there's always this idea, right? Well, but it's kind of overplay at the moment. But so a normal idea is to drop pawn, of course, but you can jump. If he takes, well, you don't care, just take it. You will lose the rook. Well, let's take a silver and promote the pawn, and it's actually black is winning, right? All right, now another game we're going to look at is Kiriyama versus Takahashi, September 1987, where also the bishop was dropped on 6-3, but okay, here, right? So in this game, however, gote played silver to 4-4, which is kind of modern idea, right? Not so modern, but this is the main candidate move, right? And here, so usually black makes a pawn trade there. In the second file, after rook goes back, threatening this attack. Well, then he played bishop drop on 6-3. It was kind of similar idea. So what black could do now? Well, he took the pawn on 3-4. Silver goes back, and he goes for the fourth file, forcing the silver to go away to 3-5. Then he actually drops a bishop there, attacking the lance. Well, kind of a strong bishop drop. Gold goes there, and then finally this pawn push. It's similar. It's a similar idea. Well, so actually, it's still favorable for white. Favorable for center black, right? All right, now let's also take a look at another game where bishop drop in 6-3 was played. This is Kiriyama versus Mori, May 1988. Well, this game is pretty an interesting one. So, okay, in this game, white drops the bishop already here at this position, as in our first game. Okay, let's take a look at the idea by black. So he takes that pawn on third file already, which I said is not a good idea. But then he played gold up to 4-7. Well, this is interesting. Gote could then go for the edge, actually, having 3 pawns, but he didn't do that. He advances silver, pawn drop, but he can push this pawn. Gold has to go back, but, well, taking this pawn right now is not so good. Kind of too weak position. So yeah, well, actually he moved the silver back, but then he involves edge attack now. A good idea. Rook goes in. Well, so it's attacking the silver, right? One idea is, defending like this. But in this case, well, let's say the rook goes back and he drops the pawn. Black has this, right? Here, dropping the bishop. So that's what could happen when your golden here, here, has moved away, right? So, well, he plays silver back to 3-3, and that's another idea. But then, pawn drop again, and he dropped the bishop. Yeah, so he's going to take that pawn anyway, and he can take this pawn right later, attacking this diagonal. So he played rook to 8-4, defending this pawn ahead of time. But he goes ahead. He dropped the pawn and he rejected the trade in attacking the bishop, but at this position he ignores this attack and attacks the silver. It goes ahead with the rook's attack. Yep. So this is kind of the consequence of this game. Black still has this pawn drop anyway, so it's kind of a good position for black. Not entirely, but it's okay for black. All right, now finally we're going to take a look at this game. It's Katsuura versus Shima, 1991, June. In this game, gote dropped the bishop not on 6-3. Oops, it's already seen. Okay, at this position, he dropped it to 7-4. All right? So, seeing this move, what black did is attacking the first file, second file, and then simply, using the knight to 4-5. Silver runs, and, well, he went for this square. Although black went for this 7th file, the alternative could have been better. He could simply defend the knight like this, supporting it. And for example, if the silver goes like that, he loses his defense to the 5-3 square. And that means he has this bishop drop and attack like this. Well, in this case, the bishop on 7-4 has been already dropped and it's not doing a very good job here. This kind of fierce attack could work out. But anyway, he went for the 7th file. So as a consequence, he proceeded like this. He attacks the king's head like this. It's always a tricky pawn sack. Black does that again, as well. But then, so this is the point. Gote can anytime take this knight when he wants to use it. So he proceeded like this. Yeah, but it's still a difficult game. So that's all for this video, and from next video we're going to take a look at other gote's variation against this black's Masuda Joseki style attack. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.